Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Friends, today quickly we are going to look at some of the unique economic terms. The first one is, you can see, slumpflation, and the second one is stagflation. Both are nearly the similar terms. And what are the meanings of these? Basically, slumpflation means a very special situation in certain economies where there is very high rates of inflation, and there are very high rates of unemployment as well at the same time. So that will lead to slumflation. That is one of the worst conditions which you can ever have in an economy. So it is also known as the stagflation. Let me repeat: when there are high rates of inflation, severe rates of inflation, along with very high rates of unemployment. Second one, the third one is, in fact, is recession. If there is a recess in an economy, it means that the economy is not performing well, and in fact, most of the economic activity as is at a standstill. So it means that high levels of unemployment, low production, low output, economic growth may be negative, but this should continue for 6 months. Should be persisting for 6 months. If this economic condition, continues for 6 months, it will be considered as a recession. Many of the economies in the world in these lockdown, days, they were, facing a recession. Next one is creeping inflation. Creeping inflation is not creepy in nature. Creeping inflation exists when there is lower rates of inflation, and that can be very motivating for the producers to invest in that economy when there is creeping inflation. Creeping inflation means less than 2%. Some of the books define the creeping inflation as less than 1% also. So this is not bad at all. This will be showing that there is aggregate demand in the economy, and there, if the business or the businesses would like to continue in those economies where there is creeping inflation, they will always get some good demand, aggregate demand, so that they can, establish their businesses, and they may flourish also because there are consumers to buy their product. Monetarist inflation is one of the causes of inflation, and monetarists are the people who study the behavior of money in an economy. So, monetarists inflation means that when there is a high circulation of money in the economy, it will lose its worth, it will lose its purchasing power also. So, monetarists inflation can be because of the lower rate of interests, or there is continuous devaluation or depreciation of your local currency, that will lead to monetarist inflation. So these were some interesting basic definitions, and these are some unique economic terms. Thank you.